Hello, welcome to another video. Today we're going to be doing a whip and chat. I'm going to be working on this diamond painting again. This is this image here. It's a pattern that I got from Heaven and Earth Designs, and there's all the information. I got it. I paid $6 for the pattern, $9.13 for the canvas, and then $27.73 for the drills. And it's a 53.75 by 81.25 in centimeters, and has 87 colors. And I've been working on it for 8 days. I mean, some of the days I worked a large amount, and some of the days I didn't. So if you watched my video on Wednesday, I had finished the section that's like over there. I've already put the camera where I kind of want it, so I'm not going to show it, but I was working over there, and now I'm going to do this here. I was thinking of doing this one here, but looking at the pattern, it looked very confetti heavy, and I was like, yeah, that's a lot. So I'm using this app here. It's called Pattern Keeper. It's free for like the first week, I think, or 2 weeks. It was a while back. I got it last year, and then at the time, I think I paid $9.99 for the programs, and it works on Android devices. I am running this on my computer using a Android simulator, so that's how I have it on my computer, mainly so I could have the bigger screen. And yeah, so I'm diamond painting on a blank canvas because it's a cross stitch pattern. So this is a good way of using up your leftover drills. I did buy these drills though, but I have done 3 other Heaven and Earth designs that I primarily use my spare drills. So I'm just cutting off the square. I'm going to do this 8 by 8 section here. I think from the picture it's going to be like this section here. There's like this here. So it's going to be mainly, I guess, blacks because of the tree trunks, or like dark colors because of the tree trunks. So let's see. I'm going to draw the lines darker to help me see it. Helps me see it better. Might put a little bit more light. Oh, I draw the lines not straight. And my canvas already actually has the line darker, but it helps me find it faster if it's like dark like this. So I'm just gonna use a regular MOSFET tray with a squishy cut, like 2 segments of a squishy cut as my stopper here. I think I'm actually going to just use a regular diamond painting pen that I just have 3 squishies on it so that it's all covered. And I'm going to use a 4-placer and a single placer. I haven't used this yet because I was going to show you how I use the double-sided tape to put it in there. So I have double-sided tape widths, and I find if you use the one that's just slightly smaller, it works out. And I found these, I said it in the video on Wednesday that I find that the plastic tips that these are the ones I use, the white plastic tips. So they're a little skinnier than the ones that are, I don't even know if I have an example of the other type of tip in this room, because I don't use them at all. Oh, so I found one. Like, they're a lot thinner. The opening is a lot thinner than the ones that are like this less white, this more clear multi-placer. So I like those, and I'm kind of going back to using the plastic tips. I've been finding these pens with the metal tips, they're just getting too heavy for me. But I find that these ones, the hole in these multi-placers is actually bigger than the one in the metal multi-placers. So I've been cutting about 2 inches. And I'm not measuring it, so perhaps I should. I'll get like I'll get a better gauge of what I need. And then I've just been rolling it. So just do the first roll is the hardest. So I've just been kind of rolling it so that see, now that I'm trying to do it on camera, it's like, I'm messing up completely. But when I'm not doing it on camera, it actually turns out pretty well. So I'm just kind of rolling it. There, and then stuffing it into the multi-placer. And see, oops. And I feel like that fits pretty well in there. But I find that was easier than most of the other things I was using. And I realized, I'm thinking of using the glue dot. Whoop. So I'm using the micro glue dot. I actually haven't opened this one. My other one is open. So I forgot if I used 1.5, I think for this one I think it's 2 glue dots. I haven't used one of these brass tips in a while. I have like this metal tip that, see, I don't know if you realize this one is like not the brass tip. So that I've been using that one more often. So I don't know, I think this brass tip holds a little bit, needs a little bit more stuffed in there. So I think I was using 2.5 micro glue dots, so I'm gonna cut it in half. So this tip is gonna be actually pretty sticky. Both sides are actually going to be pretty sticky. So what I like to do is I like to just put it on, like, if you recently put lotion on your hands, that's what I'll end up using. But yeah, I think I should have just gone with the 2. It's a little bit protruding outside of the tip, but we will see. I could always cut off some of it. So yeah, extra sticky pen now here. So I'm gonna start up my time here, and I'm gonna choose my first color. I'm gonna do this one. This is the 310 color. So this does take a little bit more brain power for me to do, so bear with me. And I'm also doing this on Tuesday after work, so not my normal recording time. So my brain might be semi-fried from work also. But I wasn't feeling recording the WIP and chat during the weekend, so I'm doing it today. And it's actually been working out. I think when I first started this channel, I was always like really, really ahead of my recordings. And now that I've been doing this longer, I don't have this like sense of, I don't know, urgency. I don't know if it's urgency, or I think I'm just more comfortable recording, that I don't have this like, I don't know if it's not fear, but just like anxiety that I'm not going to be able to finish the video in time or anything. Not that like, I mean, it's not like I put myself on a schedule so that I can, you know, it just keeps me on track of the channel. But like nothing is making me do this many videos other than myself. So what is this one? So yeah, it's my own goals. So even though this is like the YouTube thing, the diamond painting thing is a hobby, I do kind of set goals on myself. Otherwise, I'll just not be disciplined enough to record as much as I do and post as much as I do. So let's see, this is 4 here. And then there's one more over here. So yes, I'm recording this on Wednesday. This is going to be the Friday video. There is no kidding up this week. Trying to stop myself from kidding up so that I can do more of my projects that are already kitted up. But I'll probably go through kit up withdrawal, and I'll have to kit up this weekend because, yeah, I don't know what I'm going to kit up. So, and let's see. So since I just recorded the Wednesday WIP and chat yesterday for me, like, yeah, all I did today was go to work. So I've been saying that I've been having all of this stupid paperwork that I'm trying to figure out how to do in my new role, and I found out today paperwork that I sent out on August 4. I was waiting for responses, and I was like, from HR, because it was paperwork to open a recruitment, and then I was like, how come? And it's gonna be my first like full recruitment where it's actually going to be posted, you know, online for outside recruitment. That I was like, okay, so I just have to wait for the recruitment folks to contact me, and then we'll go through the next steps. And I was like, okay, I haven't had recruitment contact me yet. And then I did hear that they were short-staffed. I mean, I feel like everywhere in my work is short-staffed, so, which is probably a good thing too, because, yeah, I don't know, a good and bad thing. So I was like, okay, it's short-staffed. So I was like, okay, I'll just wait. And I was like, I think I've waited long enough. So I went and sent a message to who I sent the recruitment information to, because I have to send it to the secretary of the, well, not secretary, they don't call them secretaries anymore. What did they call them? Assistant. So I'm just cutting off the part of the glue dot. It was just too big. And then I asked her, I was like, hi, I sent you this. I'm just wondering if HR has gotten it yet, because I haven't heard anything from them. And she was like, oh, no, it hasn't been approved yet. I was like, okay. Okay, fine. It did get sent to HR today because I was CC'd in the message that it got sent to HR, but it was just one of those. I'm like, okay, it's been on your desk for that long. I was like, okay, fine, I'll take it, whatever. It's one of those, like, I have to choose my battles, and this person, I have to get along with them to make sure that things are done. So I was like, okay. But, and I still have a little bit of time for the recruitment because the other person is not vacating the position until the end of October. So it'll be fine. It was just, I kind of wanted it started because it'll be my first one. So I know I'm probably going to mess up somewhere in how I even filed. Oops. See, it was so sticky, it took out my multi-placer. If it ends up continuing to remove my multi-placer, I will put some masking tape down. And that's the problem sometimes with the non-wax sticks, the non-wax replacements, the wax replacements, that they do tend to be more sticky than wax. So sometimes they win in the does the canvas glue win, or does the glue on your pen win? So yeah, hopefully that will go through. And I have another recruitment that I have to send out, but I wanted this one started earlier so that I wasn't doing both of them at the same time. And I was able to get permission to fill the other role with an interim. So I have a little bit more time on that one because it's filled. While the other one I don't have, it's going to be done October. So yeah. We will see. So that was what I mean today. So if you've been watching my channel a while, I did get promoted, I guess, this year into a supervising position. I'm going through the leadership training. There's we get leadership training classes, and the one I've been doing, 1, 2, 3, 4, the one I've been doing recently, and I had one of the classes today, and that's what it was, like a 4-parter. Today was the last of the 4 parts. It was called coaching skills, and we were supposed to choose someone in our team as a person that we wanted to coach and things like that. And the class was actually full of people who were new to a management position or were just kind of refreshing their, I don't know if refreshing their knowledge. So the instructor had us pair up during all the exercises, and we were doing these classes through Zoom. So she would put us in breakout rooms, and then we would talk about our scenario with the other person in the class. So the person I was paired up with was someone who works in the financial stuff in headquarters. So I didn't know her because I work in the science part, and there's a lot of us who work where I work. So it's one of those big places with lots of employees that you don't really know everyone, but you know the folks that work in your certain projects. So, but it was interesting because she is also in a similar boat as me. She also had been working there and then got promoted to her new supervisory role, and she just got it this year also. And we were experiencing very similar issues, so it was nice to commiserate with someone else who was going through the same thing, even though, you know, we're in completely different groups. We probably would never have to socialize ever, even if we were working in the same building. We don't. I work in a remote location, while I think she was working in headquarters. So we would probably never really see each other at all. But it was nice to commiserate because her issues, some of it was very similar to issues I was having and things like that. So even though, like, yeah, we do completely different work, in the whole scope of things, the leading folks and supervising folks is similar, even if, man, I have an extra drill on here. It's a black one. did one like not stick? This is the problem when it's too sticky. Oh, it's this one. This is the problem when it's too sticky. Sometimes you think you placed it, and then you're like, I placed it, and then it's still stuck to your pen. So I just need to dirty it up a little bit. Man, I wish it was like if I was wearing my sweatshirts and stuff. Sometimes I just put it on my sweatshirt, and then, you know, like extra fluff from your sweatshirt really, really dirties it up enough that it becomes less sticky, which is sometimes what you need to do when you're using non-wax alternatives. So yes, there's that. And oh, on YouTube, I have this like YouTube, I guess it's like a YouTube helper add-on called TubeBuddy, and it keeps track of some of my YouTube milestones. So today I was like, oh look, I got a milestone, and I look it up and I'm like, oh, I thought, I was like, ooh, did I get to 800,000 views? I'm actually very close to 800,000 views right now. So I thought that was my milestone. No, my milestone was actually 500 videos. Today, which is Tuesday for me, so this past Tuesday for you, I posted my episode. Yeah, it could be an episode. Video 500. So I'm like, wow, I've done 500 videos. I've done more than 500 videos because I have videos already queued up on YouTube. So, and this one is video 500. Wait, Wednesday was 501, Thursday 502. So today is 503. So I did video 500 was actually Wednesday. So I'm like, wow, I've done that many videos. And thank you to anyone who's even watched, if anyone is watching this and was like, I've watched all 503, this is 503 of your videos, thank you. It's a lot of videos, and I do know some of my videos are feature-length film, long videos. So anyone who has watched even like 100 of my videos, thank you. Anyone who's just watched like a couple of my videos, new folks, thank you guys for watching. I would probably never have gone to doing 500 videos if it wasn't for you guys continuing to watch my videos. So I'm hoping next week for my WIP and chat, or I'm gonna do for my next week's WIP and chat, I'll be thanking everyone for getting to 800,000 views, because I actually am very close. I was looking at it, and I'm about a little bit less than 4,000 views away from 800,000 views. So I'm getting close to my goal of getting to 1 million views, because that just sounds nice, right? Nice bragging, I don't know if it's bragging, but like vanity points, I don't know, to get to 1 million views. Okay, my double-sided tape is still a little too sticky. That's the problem with putting new ones in. But yep, 500 videos. I am aware I've actually been posting a little bit more recently. I just had a good amount of unboxings recently, so I've been posting an extra unboxing on Saturdays. Don't expect it to continue, but while I do have extra unboxings, I probably will continue to post on Saturday. So that none of my unboxings get too old. No, it's still too sticky. So I think I'm gonna put some lotion on my hand and just, I don't know, try to make it a little bit less sticky. Until it gets to the nice spot where it's sticky but not too sticky. So yeah, let's see. Yeah, I don't know. What else? No, I don't really know what I'll talk about now. So I'm going to continue on to the questions that I did not get to on Wednesday. And if any questions popped up Monday and Tuesday and whatever days, yeah, it's Tuesday, at least they could have been added. So when I'm saying my questions, it is my questions that I filter from my comments. And I use YouTube's filters, which it just is called contains questions. I have 2 filters on. Have not responded, so these are the questions. These are the comments I still have not responded to. I apologize for taking a little longer in responding to my comments. I think it was to just the point that, you know, I was a week behind, and then I just pretty much continued being a week behind, and then yeah. So I have this filtered to I have not responded and contains questions. So let's see. I answered that yesterday, I'm pretty sure, so I'm gonna skip that question. So I haven't gone and written responses yet. Next question. Okay, Vicky said, Joan, I usually work with round drills, but I thought I would try squares, so I bought a square DP, but I'm really getting frustrated with me. Can you show me an easier way to lay the squares down? Well, the current diamond painting I'm doing right now are squares. I'm probably one of the, I mean, there's a lot of us. I'm one of the folks that actually prefer squares over rounds. My third diamond painting was a square, and I get your frustration. There's times when I'm like, why am I doing squares? This is so much more effort than doing the rounds. But for whatever reason, I still like them more. I don't know why. It's one of those weird things. But my suggestion is to make sure your drills are in line on your tray and in the same direction that you're diamond painting it. Like, I don't actually recommend doing this and then doing that, or I don't know if you can see where you turn your diamond painting pencil. I like to diamond paint in this direction, so when I do my multi-placing, I like to do it in this direction. I actually think squares are a little bit easier to put on multi-placing, at least. I don't know. And I think once you just get used to like diamond painting it on an orientation and not moving your pen, it doesn't get it I don't know. It's not too bad. So I think you just have to make sure your drills are lined up on the tray and in the same direction you're diamond painting. But I could see where the frustration can be in doing these squares, because I have probably had the same frustrations you're having, and it's just kind of a learning curve to do squares. And it could just be one of those things that you just don't end up liking. We're all different. I mean, rounds are actually my least favorite type of diamond painting. I don't, it's not that I don't do them, I still do them, but for whatever reason, I don't enjoy them as much. If I'm going to do a round, if I have this urge to do rounds, I just do specials, and then I lose my urge to do rounds, while if I don't do a square for a while, I haven't done this one yet. If I don't do a square for a while, I do start missing it. But yeah, like I said, we're all different. We have different. So I don't know if you could tell, these drills are like stuck together, and that's why I'm like, okay. I usually deal with the stuck together drills at the very end when I have to actually deal with them. Otherwise, I kind of just leave them be and use the stuff that's not stuck together. So yeah, the only thing I could really recommend is make sure your tray is all 1, 2, 3 nice and straight, so that when you place the drills onto the canvas, it's doing what you want it to do, or you're not moving the drills again. You're not like changing the orientation. Okay, it's still too sticky. The problems with putting new this is why sometimes I just always go back to the pink wax. I never really have the problem with the pink wax winning over the canvas, unless the canvas is really unsticky. But yeah, I think squares is just a technique, and I know there's a lot of diamond painters that just don't do squares, period. And that could just be a preference. And also, if you're gonna do squares, if the lower quality squares are one of those ones that I think that the lower quality ones, I can see where it can be not enjoyable, while low quality rounds can still be enjoyable, because it's like, it's still gonna fit sometimes, most of the time. So if you're finding squares a little bit annoying, I would suggest doing one from one of the premium diamond painting companies that use the resin drills, because I do notice a slight difference in enjoyment between when I'm doing a diamond painting with resin drills and when I'm doing a square diamond painting with acrylic drills. So like places like Craftably, Diamond Art Club, and Dreamer Designs do use resin drills for their square diamond paintings. And if you want to try a AliExpress one, I'm pretty sure that Evermoment has really nice drills. They're just a little bit pricey. Evermoment, Home Fun, the drills I'm using right now are actually from Home Fun, and DPF all use resin drills also for squares. I personally cannot tell the difference between rounds and resin rounds and resin acrylic. I mean, resin rounds and acrylic rounds. So, and I feel like, and rounds are more forgiving in the drill quality. So I don't. I'm not as picky for my rounds as I am in my squares, but yeah, if I don't know what square you're doing, but some budget diamond painting companies, the squares can be frustrating. And if you notice from my unboxings for the budget diamond painting companies, I don't usually get that many squares, and I usually get specials and rounds, because Yeah, squares are very hit or miss on the budget diamond painting companies. So, and these are the budget diamond painting companies I'm doing my PR packages for. So yeah, it's just one of those things. So yeah, I think, yeah, if you just don't end up liking squares, it could just be you don't end up liking squares. I know there's several people who are in that boat, and then there's several people who are at the opposite, where they don't find the rounds enjoyable and prefer squares. But yeah, other than making sure your drill boat is in line of what you're diamond painting, that's the only thing I can suggest. Also, I did find this the case. I find actually using tweezers when you're still getting used to it, I actually find that you can actually place the square drills really well with tweezers if you're gonna do a single placing. Like it just works out really well. It's just a little bit more tedious to do, but I find it you get a little bit more precision putting the drills on with tweezers. Uh, like that. So could try the tweezers thing. Now if it's yeah. Yeah, no, yeah. A lot of it could be just the quality of the squares, and it makes a massive difference in the squares, the quality. Let's see. There, that one. Alright, thank you, Vicky. Robin asked, oh, so, and this is in the video about my recording setup that I put in last week. She asked if this is where I work on my diamond paintings too. Actually, most of the time, no. If you saw my video about my my unboxing of the lamp video that, I don't know, I put up one Saturday, maybe like a couple Saturdays ago, I actually showed my normal diamond painting area. That is where I do majority of my diamond painting. This room usually is my recording room, and during the week I usually have a whole bunch of things piled up on this table. But I've been working on this Heaven and Earth designs in this room mainly because my normal table, I don't have as much space on there, and this is a big canvas. This is like a 90 by 60 canvas. I don't need the whole 90 by 60 canvas, but this was the smallest size that I could get, that was a pre-made size that fits the dimensions I needed. So it's going to be smaller than the 90 by 60. So I've been doing this Heaven and Earth designs in this room, but most of the time I work on my desk that currently is in my bedroom, but is normally when it's not in this heat wave kind of thing, and I need to put it in my bedroom so that I can share the air conditioning in there, because I have two air conditioning units, one in this room and one in my bedroom, and I usually diamond paint before, when it's not this heat wave, in my living room facing my big TV in the living room. So, and it's a smaller table, but it's one of the sit-stand tables, so I can diamond paint while standing up. I actually have diamond painted while standing up, and but yeah, no, I've been doing this one here, but I think I might go and do my bigger ones in this table. It actually works out really well. So I in like a previous comment, I remember someone asking me in the last WIP and chat whether my canvas is rolled up. It's actually not. The rest of this canvas is actually overhanging my table, so the the most of this canvas is actually kind of touching my lap because it's hanging over the side of my table, and you can see the top end of my table is wide enough to hold this whole canvas, at least the 90 centimeters of it wide, without having to fold it. And normally on bigger canvases, it's this one. Normally on bigger canvases, I do I've been doing for my bigger canvases is actually cutting the canvas in half in the shortest length. So I would normally be working sideways, where 60 would be my length this way, and then the 90 would be my length that way. And I would not cut it in half, but section it, half of it off, and then I would start actually in the middle and then go down, and then I would push the diamond painting that's completed up. So the whatever is all in my lap is always the unfinished portion of the canvas. And then when I finish the bottom half or the top half, I usually do the bottom half first. Then I turn it around and I work upside down for the last half. And I find I'm actually perfectly fine reading the symbols upside down. I don't, other than things with triangles, this is why I don't like triangles. Things with triangles, arrows, and things like that, I usually am fine with the symbol if it's upside down, and I don't even need to like put it right side up to look at it. So this is why I dislike the triangles and the arrows, because unless you're diamond painting it completely upright, you're gonna have to always what I do for those is I would have this like box here, and then I would actually put it upside down or this way, depending on what I'm seeing, just to make sure that I'm diamond painting the right symbol. Okay. So this one doesn't actually have that much, this next one that I chose. 611. So, thank you, Robin, for your question. So, Colleen asks, when you measure things, would you consider measuring in inches? So, the reason I measure my diamond paintings all in centimeters lots of times is because the measurements for the diamond paintings are in centimeters. So, they usually fit centimeters more than inches, and I've gotten used to jotting down all my sizes in my journal and things like that in centimeters. So that's the main reason I use centimeters, is because of that. I got used to everything is like a 40 by 50. I think it like a 40 by 50, 30 by 40, 45 by 60. So I got used to it, and then now I just see 40 by 50 and I'm like, oh, okay, that's about a 16 by 20 inch picture. And then a 30 by 40 is about a 12 by 16 inch picture. And I've just gotten so used to it that I just kind of like remember. And like, I mean, I know 45 by 60 centimeter one is about an 18 by 24 inch. This one, the 90 by 60 is about a 24 by 36. Yeah, 24 by 36. And then like a 60 by 80 is a 24 by 32 inch. So it's been kind of crazy that I just kind of remember this. And I think the main reason everything is in centimeters is diamond painting. This is from like China. So, and it's only us crazy Americans that uses inches, right? Everyone else uses the metric system. But yeah, it's one of those things that I was like, oh, now I've gotten so used to looking at the centimeter things that I could usually kind of figure it out. I mean, otherwise I have to go through the conversion things. Like, I still don't know Celsius versus Fahrenheit. Every time I have to look it up. I know there's like formulas. I probably even knew the formulas when I was at school, but I'm like, nope. I'm used to Celsius and Fahrenheit. It's just like I don't really know miles from kilometers, even though, yeah. So just us, but yeah, the reason I've been measuring in centimeters is they do tend to fit the centimeters really well, while the inches not really. I'll be like, yeah, it's close to 12 inches. So, yeah. Alright, thank you, Colleen. Barbara, let's see. Okay. Oh yeah, she told me she sent an email, so thanks, Barbara. I did read your email and I responded today. Paula asked, did I add black washi around the edges before trimming? Yes, I've been using black masking tape around the edges of a lot of my diamond paintings now. I find whenever I was using washi tape to put around my edges of my diamond paintings, I was always annoyed by it because it was always pulling up at the corners, and I was just like, why is it doing this? And so I got always annoyed every time I used washi tape on my edges. So I found that masking tape actually stays on the canvas really well. And then I was like, well, you know, I usually cut out all my diamond paintings and put it onto black paper to put into my portfolios. And when you're cutting the diamond painting, if you don't cut it exactly correct, and then you could see it on the black paper. So I thought, hey, if I buy black tape, maybe it will work out. So I had first bought this black tape here, the black tape I'm using for the sectioning off. I actually really like it for sectioning off, but it does this black tape, which is, I think it's like a vinyl tape. It's supposed to be used to section off like a whiteboard. It doesn't stay on the edges that well, so I mean, I still have it and it works really well on top of plastic, but it does not stay on the canvas that well. So I've been keeping it, and it's working out really nicely for these sectioning offs. So I like it for that. But I've been looking for more black tape, and I found some black masking tape. And that's what I've been using on my edges. And I really like masking tape. It sticks to the canvas. So that's what I've been using on my edges. Black masking tape, or sometimes it's black painter's tape. I know there's a slight difference between masking tape and painter's tape, and I think it has to do with how sticky it is, but I think the black masking tape I've used has been staying put on the canvas, so I really like using it. And plus, when I cut it out, it sometimes hides the white of the canvas, depending on how you cut it. And the black masking tape is cheaper than washi tape. It's not as pretty as the washi tape, but I don't get annoyed by it because the washi tape the corners of the washi tape always came off. Maybe it's because I've just been using cheap washi tape or something, but it was always annoying. To the point that, yeah, I went to masking tape and didn't really... I sometimes go back to the washi tape because I'm like, oh, I have it. I don't use it for anything else, so I might as well just use it. And there's been a lot of diamond paintings that come with washi tape now too, so you can end up gaining a collection of washi tape, just like the collection of pink pens and the collection of green boats. I have a collection of green boats and the collection of wax, pink wax. The collection of squishies and this collection of tweezers. I have so many of these things. But yeah, no, I've noticed some diamond painting companies have been coming with washi tape now. So you'll just end up collecting more washi tape as you go along, so you might as well use it sometimes. And I know folks use washi tape to section off the canvases too. Although I'm really liking this black tape for sectioning off the canvases. It contrasts the stuff really well, and it's like narrow enough that if I put it in between, I think, if I put it in between like what, three symbols, if I put it in between there, it'll be in the center enough that I could cut it on the right side or the left side and it would be fine. So it's the right width for me, at least. I'm like concentrating on, like, I was like, where is this? This one is that one. Oh, I already did those ones. Okay, I got this one here. Let's see. Ow. I was a little too aggressive closing that. 3787. Okay, so thank you, Paula, for your question. Okay, let's see. Berta. Hey, Joan, this must be a dumb question, but how and where did you get the little cards with the rounded color corners that you put your color information on? I'm trying to do a box similar to yours, but it's not as pretty, and I don't have a label printer. Whatever it is you use to make your box look so nice. So this is in one of my kitting downs. My cards with the rounded corners I made using my my silhouette cutting machine. So yeah, you can't really get it because I had them cut myself. But prior to me getting fancier and making my own card, I was using blank playing cards that I found on Amazon, which I still link in my videos for my kitting downs, even though it's not what I use, because I had my reasons for cutting my own, because I was trying to maximize the spaces in the boxes. So yeah, I cut the card myself. I think the blank playing cards actually have rounded corners, at least the ones I got, so you could also use those. I know there are Etsy shops that sell the cards for the spare storage, but they tend to be spendy. So, and I have the resources to make my own. So I didn't buy the stuff from the Etsy shops, but if you have the resources and budget to get them from the Etsy shops, they are available from the Etsy shops. I don't know which one, so and I haven't gotten one, so I cannot endorse anyone or anything like that. But yeah, no, I made mine myself. But in my older kitting downs, I was using playing cards. It was blank playing cards that I got on Amazon. It was actually a relatively good deal, I think, for 500 blank playing cards, because yeah, and it's also because it is one of my Amazon affiliate links. It's also my #1 bought thing from my Amazon links. I see it, I'm like, oh, okay, that's my #1 bought thing from my links. And I do have the templates for all my labels that I use for my kitting downs on my shared templates folder. And the link should be in all my videos. The only time the link is not in that video if I get beyond the YouTube character limit, which usually is in my compilation videos with my, all my finishes, because I usually list everything down and where I got it. It should be in pretty much all my most recent videos, the links to my shared templates for the labels. And I used just an ordinary Avery template, so it's should be purchasable if you have a printer. And I didn't need a specific label printer, it was just a printer, just a regular printer that you can print 8.5 by 11 sheets of paper. Just make sure you, when you print on labels, that you change your printer setting to say you're printing on labels, because I messed up on that early on, so that's why some of my labels have been kind of rubbing off, as long as, or you know, it could just be because I handle the bags often. But yeah, I didn't buy the cards, at least the one I'm using in my boxes right now. But I did buy the supplies to make the cards. But yeah, I don't use the other ones anymore. So, but I have the links for it if you want to make your own. Thank you, Berta. Okay, Coolitator 78 says, why did you finish the church with an upside down cross? You need to replace it with an upright one. So this is in my craftably finish. I don't know what upside down cross you're referring to. Now I feel like I have to go look at the picture of my craftably picture. Let's see. I do take a picture of all my finishes. So it's somewhere on my phone. Yeah, I actually finished that craftably one a while back. Did I not take a picture of my craftably finish? Okay. Am I slacking? Am I slacking? Oh my gosh, maybe I didn't take a picture of my craftably finish. Oh no, I did. I took a picture of my craftably finish. Upside down cross at the church. So I'm guessing the church must be this building here. Huh. Well, I don't know if you mean that there. That's an upside down cross. You know, now that I see it, I could see what you're saying. That was how it was rendered. So I'm thinking that's not really a cross, but it's the windowsill, but it does look like a cross now that you say it. Wow, you guys have sharp eyes. I didn't even notice that until you pointed that out. Yeah, no, now that I see it, I can't unsee it. So yeah, I might have to fix that up. I just have to replace, put 2 brown drills up there and then make this more all of that same color over there, and then but I don't think it's meant to be a cross. I think it's just supposed to be the windowsill. But yeah, like I said, now that I see it, I can't unsee it. Wow, you guys have really sharp eyes. Yeah, I'll fix that. Yeah, see now like I said, now that I see it, I can't unsee it. So that's how it was rendered. Unless I messed up in putting the drills on the canvas, that was how it was rendered. And yeah, now I feel like I have to fix it because, like I said, now that I see it, I can't unsee it anymore. But thank you for your sharp eyes. Like I didn't even notice it. See, now that's gonna bother me, so I might have to fix that. All right, thank you, Q-later. Okay, let's see. Let me finish up this section here before I read the next comment. But yeah, no, I was like, wow, I didn't notice. Sometimes you're like diamond painting, like I'm kind of just like one of those boom, 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 and then I look at everything. But yeah, you guys have some sharp eyes. So next thing, so Darnice, let's see. I love the Autumn Hills canvas. She said, all crystals, I'm pretty sure I'll love the bling. Have a great week. Still love watching. When will you do another whip and chat? My last whip and chat was Wednesday, so, and then I'm doing another one today, so I'm glad you guys are enjoying the whip and chats. It's actually, the whip and chats is more of a recent addition to my channel. I didn't do them before. Mainly because, I don't know, I just didn't do them before. Mainly because I myself don't, when I was watching YouTube videos prior to me making a channel, I didn't actually watch the whip and chats that much. My favorite videos were the kitting ups and kitting downs. So I never really made the whip and chats, and I had several comments ask me to do whip and chats, and I was like, oh, okay, you guys want me to do a whip and chat, and I've just kind of started adding them periodically, but it's not my go-to video to make. But I'm glad you guys are enjoying the whip and chats. I always thought that I wouldn't really have enough things to talk about, and that at least if I was kitting up, I have the kitting up to distract me, and at least I could talk about the kitting up. While diamond painting, I'm like, what can I talk about? I'm like, oh, at least for this, I could randomly decide to count squares to make sure I put it in, but yeah, I always thought I would run out of things to talk about. So remarkably, apparently I'm very talkative, and I know this about myself, but I'm always one of those who like ponders if I even have enough to talk about to keep doing all these videos, because my videos aren't short. But yeah, thank you, Darnice. I'm glad you're enjoying the whip and chats. They're actually not as hard as I thought they would be to do, because I really thought I would run out of things to talk about. But apparently, yeah. And they were, like I said, they were never my favorite type of video to watch, so, and that's why I was like, oh, I didn't really like watching them that much, so I thought other people, oh, I guess a lot of the diamond painting channels do the whip and chats, so folks must like watching them. But I feel like my kitting ups were pretty much my whip and chats, and I was like, I'm gonna run out of material. I'm doing 2 whip and chats in a row this week, so yeah, my Wednesday one I just recorded yesterday for me, so yeah, don't normally think that I have enough content to talk about. Now I'm thinking, hey, can I do one of those Vlogmas things where I record a video doing a whip and chat every day of December? I'm like, yeah, it's one of those. I actually really dislike diamond painting the tiny squares of a diamond painting at a time. So that's why I never really did the advent calendar thing until after I did the first time. That's when I found out. I was like, nope, I can't work in tiny sections. I have to work in massive sections. This is an exception. This is a tiny section for me. I don't normally diamond paint this small of a section, but with this pattern, I have to do it in the small sections. Otherwise, I'll get lost. I'll get lost in the pattern. Because there's just too much to look out. Like when I did my first Heaven and Earth designs, I was actually working on I actually had this much going on. So I had 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I had like a 15 square one, and that's how I did my first one. But then I was like, you know what? I think I'm looking at too much. It's like I can't keep track of the pattern. So, but yeah, now I'm like thinking, can I do one of those every day of December whip and chats? Do I have enough talk in me to do one? Maybe. But that would require folks giving me enough questions to talk about, because yeah, no, but I don't know if, yeah, that's a lot of recording, an everyday recording. That, yeah, I don't know if I can commit to it, because I don't know if you realize I record in advance. A lot of my stuff is recorded way in advance, or at least several days in advance, and doing one of the everyday in December things might get very hard to keep up with. Well, I don't know if there's every day, it's right, it's just up to the 24th. But thanks, Darnice. I'm glad you're enjoying the WIP and chats. So, diamond painting with sweet tea. Okay, so this is in my video about the last storage that I bought from Amazon that I had put up in my community post because I saw it really cheap. She said she unboxed one of these on her channel and it's not a bad deal, but the outer container is nice. Could it be used for other containers? How often do you get on Amazon? I can't seem to stay away from them. I have entirely too much storage. I admit it. I am a storage addict. I have a lot of storage. A large amount of them are not even in use right now because I have enough storage probably to kit up like 60 diamond paintings. I'm serious about my 60. It's more than 60, I bet. I don't want to admit it. But yeah, no, I can't stay away from the storage, especially if it's on sale. I'm kind of a frugal person, but it's kind of like a stupid frugal. Like if something's on sale, I use that like as a triggering event for me to purchase something. So that's not really frugal. That's just more, I don't know, opportunistic, I'm guessing. I don't know if that's the right thing. So I'm one of those ones who I have plenty of stuff. So like I have plenty of diamond paintings. I have plenty of storage. So I don't need these things. So I try not to just buy something because I want it. I usually have to have a triggering event that triggers me to buy the thing. So my triggering event usually is some sort of sale. Or yeah. So that's what triggered me to buy something from Craftably, is there was a sale and I liked the diamond painting that was on sale, so I went and bought something from Craftably. I very much doubt I will ever buy anything at full price unless I really, really so in love with the image that I had to get it. And I have not had that happen. So most of the time I buy things when they're on sale. Like when I buy something from like Diamond Art Club from Joanne's, I make sure I have that 50% off coupon or 60% off coupon. It's really, the best one is when you get the 60% off coupon, but you just have to time it when the diamond paintings are not on sale, which sometimes is not the easiest timing. But yeah, no, I use weird triggering events for me to buy things. So sales are one of the triggering events because, like I said, I have plenty of storage. I have no business buying more storage, but I do. Because I like it. But yeah, no, I can't stay away when they're on sale. I really can't. There's been a couple that I've told myself, no, don't buy it. You don't need it. And I've stopped myself from buying it. But yeah, during sales, I'm a massive sucker. I'm a sucker for sales. Or another triggering event would be like Christmas. Like I buy myself stuff for Christmas. Or, you know, I buy myself stuff for my birthday. I buy myself stuff, you know, for like, I don't know. Maybe when I get to 1 million views on YouTube, I'll be like, I got to 1 million views on YouTube. I should buy myself something. I don't know. I'll find some really stupid event to trigger like, I guess almost a reward. But yeah, no, I'm one of those folks that will just wait for a sale for things to be on. And the outer container actually for that is the same as I've had that outer container before. So this is the set that I had unboxed before. And this outer container is actually the same outer container of the Tic Tac box I'm using right now here. it's the same thing. So a lot of the storage is just, I feel like a lot of diamond painting storage is just this outer container being stuffed with any container that is possibly available. So like these Tic Tac containers, they were like, oh, how many of these can we fit in there? I was like, oh, look, they really fit really nicely in there. And then that's what ends up happening. So yeah, that outer container is actually the same as this one. So I have some of that outer container already. The inner containers are different for that one. So I might move some stuff. It was not the best storage. I'm not sure if what it would be good for, but it was, when I bought it, it was $7.99, and at that price I'm gonna keep it. I'll find a use for it. I might not like some of the small containers, but yeah, like I said, it was cheap enough that I was gonna get it, and it would have to be really bad for me to return it. All right, thank you, sweet tea. So I'm surprisingly not done with my questions. I was like, I thought I would run out of stuff, but apparently I'm so behind on answering my questions. I apologize with how behind I'm in answering my comments. So I don't know how to pronounce your name. Fajona asked me, do I have an Instagram? I'd love to support all your platforms. I do actually have an Instagram. The link for it should be in my description in my videos. I believe it's Joan _ Diamond Paints. I think there's an underscore. I don't know why I added the underscore. I kind of wish I didn't. FYI, my Instagram account is actually older than my YouTube account. It was one of those, I never actually had an Instagram account until diamond painting, and I was doing diamond painting so much. So diamond painting was my pandemic hobby. It was my, lockdown hobby, I guess. And so I was just churning through them. You see how many diamond paintings I do now. I was churning through diamond paintings when I first started. I was doing a lot. So, and then I was taking pictures of everything. Like my journal that I'm doing now is a much prettier journal than when I started, but I've been doing the diamond painting journal since the beginning. Like almost like, I think diamond painting, within the first 10 diamond paintings I did, I already started my journal. So I was taking pictures of all my finishes and things like that, and I was sending them to like my sister and then my friend that introduced me to diamond painting. And then I was like, you know what? And then I think I don't know how I found Instagram pictures for diamond painting, but then I did, and I was like, you know what? I'll make an Instagram account. So when I started my Instagram account, I think I already had finished like 20 something diamond paintings. So I started like systematically posting all of my diamond paintings, and I made some really boring handle called, is that's not what you call them, the Instagram name I made of like Joan _ Diamond Paints. Don't ask me why I put the underscore. I could have just went and just did one long Joan Diamond Paints. So then, I was like, then random people started following me, and I was like, oh, people are following me. I'm like, I don't know who these people are. And then, yeah. And then I think it was Instagram, a kind of Instagram that kind of made me think, I was like, I could make a YouTube video about this. I don't know. Yeah, I think it was almost like, because I think I made my Instagram account September 2020 or maybe August 2020, and I posted my first YouTube video on October 2020, October 2, 2020. I'm actually almost to my 2-year YouTube anniversary. Can you believe 2 years? And yeah, no, I think it was Instagram kind of like where I was like, oh, somehow I was able to gain this many followers in this short period of time. FYI, I did not make that much of an effort on Instagram. After I started doing the YouTube channel, I kind of, so at the beginning of my YouTube channel, I was trying to post pictures on Instagram of like here's all my stuff started, and then here's all the, like, I would show the picture of my stuff kitted up and not started, and then I'd show the finish. I think I would show like a halfway point, and then things like that. And then I was trying to sync the pictures with my videos on YouTube. It got really difficult. I mean, I don't know if you realize that a lot of my YouTube videos are recorded, like I already said, it recorded way in advance, and a lot of my finishes are actually finished like a couple weeks, sometimes earlier than when you see it on my channel. So I don't finish something right away. I don't finish something and then post the video right away. Sometimes there is like 2 weeks between me finishing and you seeing the video on my channel. So I was trying to like have everything all like in sync with my Instagram, and it just yeah, it was just too hard to keep up with. And then my YouTube channel actually started growing faster than my Instagram followers, and I was like, oh, okay, I think I'm doing a little bit better on YouTube than I am on Instagram. So I put more effort onto YouTube, to the point that, yeah, I haven't posted anything on Instagram. Instagram, I was like, yeah, apparently I had a harder time growing on Instagram, probably because I think a lot of the followers on Instagram are just follow backs, and I was very bad at following other people because I was trying. So my Instagram account was pretty much just diamond painting, and I tried not to follow any Instagram accounts that were personal, because I was like looking at it I was joining ones that were only diamond painting, and yeah, so it was like one of those like where, yeah, I was like, okay, this person's private. I'm not following them. I don't know who this person is anyway. So yeah, no, I was trying not to follow people who were pretty much using their personal Instagram account to post the diamond paintings. So and that's why I didn't really grow my Instagram account that much, and yeah, YouTube just ended up taking up all my time. So Instagram took a back burner, but like I said, I do have an Instagram account. I've been mainly using my Instagram account as a messaging system for folks who sometimes just want to message me on Instagram instead of just leaving a comment. But yeah, I don't know. See, this is how he somehow can talk a long time about just a 5-second answer. Apparently, I've been getting good at that. So 610. So thank you. I'm sorry, I can't pronounce your name, but Fajona. Okay, so Teresa asked me, can I ask where you got the log journal of yours? I can't find anything. Oh yeah, I love watching your videos. You're very entertaining. I appreciate your sense of humor. Thank you for the kind words. If you mean my journal, this journal here, I made it myself. I do have the template for this piece of the 2 to a page template of this on my shared folder drive. I mean, my shared templates folder. It's on my Google Drive. That's why I keep calling it Drive, but it's on my Google Drive. And I shared the folder that has these templates on there. So it is in the link below in my shared templates link. But yeah, I made this myself. I have a couple videos I have a journal playlist. I don't know if you guys realize I have playlists for my videos. So I have like a whip and chat playlist. I have a kitting up playlist. I have a kitting down playlist. I have a journal playlist. I have a unboxing playlist. Actually, my number one playlist is surprising. It's the kitting down. Yeah, I'm guessing the folks watching my kitting downs just want the really long videos, because those are my longest videos. but yeah, I do have a journal playlist where I talk about how I made this and then how I put the stuff together. But yes, no, I made it myself. I did buy the materials to put it together, but my journal is done by me. I know there are diamond painting logbooks that you can buy. I know the other YouTuber, Add More Zest, has a journal that she makes and sells herself. I don't have any plans whatsoever to put together my journal and sell it, because I just don't think I would. Yeah, no, I don't have time. I'd rather diamond paint. And yeah. And I don't think I would be able to make it perfect enough, at least for me, perfect enough to sell, because it's not perfect right now. Like the pages aren't all like exact cuts, because I cut it in half myself. So yeah, it's just one of those. Yeah, I don't think I could make it perfect enough for me to sell it. But yes, I do make it myself. But it's good enough for me. Good enough for me. But yeah, no, I made this myself, and I do constantly kind of edit it. Well, I haven't edited in a while because I kind of like where it is right now, but I have changed up what's in there. Anytime like I look at it, I'm like, ooh, I should add a line item for this. I go and do it. And then from then on, I have that template. 3860. So last color. This should be my last color. So let me make sure that I think I've gotten everything. Oh, this one is actually upside down. Here. I think I've gotten everything, so this is my last color. I've actually gotten folks asking me about my journal multiple times. I'm thinking, is this something that if I did make the effort to go try to like produce, people would buy it? And I'm like, no, don't do it. I don't have time. How much money can I really make from it? So thank you, Teresa. So Colleen, thank you, Colleen, for watching a lot of my really old videos. I have noticed that you've been putting comments on some of my really old videos. So she asked in my video about where I bought a whole bunch of square ABs from AliExpress. She asked, do you know an easy way to place AB diamonds? I do know, I do get your frustration. Okay, this ones are stuck together. I do get your frustration with AB diamonds. And the easiest way to place the AB diamonds for me is to actually use your multi-placer. It doesn't pull out the wax from the multi-placer as quickly as from your single placer. But if you're having the issue where the drills are pulling off your wax, the only thing I could suggest is have some have multiple pens around when you're doing something with ABs, and that have like varying ages of wax, and it should, if you use ones with the older wax, it shouldn't pull off. So there, I'm done with this one, and I remarkably still actually have questions. So those could be for the next videos, because they actually, the next questions actually are from things from just this week. So it was the Monday video, or it was a video question from Monday. So got that one done there. So it took me, oops, I need to finish, highlight everything that I finished here. There you go. So now I'm at 28.62% done. Woot woot. Woot woot. Woot woot. I don't know. I think I'm actually gonna leave. I'm not gonna write down this time because I think I actually might work on this more after this video. because I already have my setup here. But yeah, here is everything. So am I going to be able to get it on the camera without having things fall off my table? Because yeah, here is, so yeah, you can see my mouse there. Here is everything that I've worked on so far with this. So this is the 28.62% of this diamond painting done here. So yes. So there's my second whip and chat for this week. So when I might go through hiatus of whip and chats, but I did 2 this week. So thank you guys very much for keeping me company while I did this video, and thank you for watching, and happy diamond painting. Bye!